This man and woman live in the same apartment, but in different times, and now they have to get into the past through one door and into the future through the other. Did they take advantage of the situation? Let's find out from the recap of the movie How Long Will I Love You? An attractive woman named Gu Xiao Zhao asks her colleague to arrange some business meetings for her. She meets one of her clients and tells him about herself. We learn that the main character is 31 years old and she has never been married. Suddenly, Mrs. Gu offers the man to buy her house. If he does, she agrees to marry him. 2 goods for the price of 1. However, the client refuses the deal. Gu Xiao encounters some man outside the office. The woman immediately says that she will marry him if he buys her a 20 million yuan house. The man replies that it's not a problem at all, since he's a potato wholesaler. He offers Gu Xiao to pay only 30,000, while he himself will pay the rest and the new house will be shared. The woman agrees and withdraws the required amount. The man takes the money and leaves, supposedly to buy some water, and, obviously, he never comes back. Gu Xiao reports to the police, but they can't help her. She sadly wanders home and meets an exhibitionist in one of the alleys, who immediately takes off his pants in front of her. What a day! In the next scene, we see a man named Jiao Luming stopping a car and offering a local director to buy several business centers on the site. Yet the man doesn't like his idea. The ground there resembles a real swamp. Lu accidentally overhears a conversation between 2 of his co-workers in the restroom. It seems that they want to pull off some kind of an illegal deal. The men notice someone spying on them and drag Lu out of the cabin, but instead of beating him up, they offer him to join them. Gu Xiao and Lu return home. Each one walks their own way, but it feels like they are heading to the same house. Both of the characters enter their apartment, take off their outer clothes, open the refrigerator, cook dinner, and do household chores. Gu Xiao is taking a bath, and Lu is washing the greens at the same time. Suddenly, a sponge appears among the herbs, and Gu Xiao's head is covered with greens. Lu finds woman's clothes in the pot, and Gu Xiao notices that something is wrong with her hairdryer. She tries to use the conditioner, but it keeps getting on Lu's head. It feels like both of the characters stay in the apartment simultaneously, but in different dimensions. They go to bed, and, at that time, something incredibly strange happens. The apartment divides into 2 different parts that change completely. Waking up in the morning, Gu Xiao sees Lu in her bed and screams in terror. She hits him with a pillow, kicks him, and demands the man to get out of the place. But it's his house, and so is hers. Gu Xiao grabs a cleaver and chases Lu away. At this time, they finally notice that their apartment seems to be divided into 2 parts. One belongs to Gu Xiao and the other belongs to Lu. There is supposed to be a wall between them, but it's missing. They go outside and get even more amazed. Apparently, time has also changed its course. The calendar shows that it's 1999. That's exactly the time when Lu is living. Yet, Gu Xiao knows for sure that she should be in 2018 right now. She feels as if she has traveled back in time. There are teenage gangs, street trading, and even the first version of Windows in computer clubs. Gu Xiao walks into the house and opens the door one more time. Now it's time for Lu to become surprised. People have smartphones. They are building robots in the country. The roads are jammed with traffic. Girls are drinking cocktails in bars, and the bloggers are recording their videos. Gu Xiao realizes that if the door is opened by Lu, they go to 1999, and if she opens it herself, they go to 2018. They decide to open the door simultaneously, but then everything in their apartment starts moving as if during an earthquake. Lu suggests Gu Xiao take a walk in 1999. The woman gets dressed and tries to leave the house, but at that point, everything starts shaking and moving again. It turns out that she's not supposed to open the doors to 1999. Lu does it for her, and they stroll through the city. Gu Xiao notices the diner she loved so much as a child, and also she sees herself as a little girl next to her father. She opens the gate to approach him, but it appears that the universe is against this decision. A strong wind rises, boards fall, windows crack, so the father takes his daughter into the house. And Lu takes Gu Xiao's hand. The protagonists return to their apartment. Lu asks his housemate to take him to the year 2018. But Gu Xiao refuses him rudely. She wants to call her dad in 1999 using Lu's cell phone. while the man himself is looking for information about himself on social networks. But the universe doesn't favor such behavior, and everything in the house starts to collapse again. It seems that interfering with the past is forbidden. Lu and Gu Xiao are trying to get along. The man is fascinated by her robot vacuum cleaner, and the woman finds her favorite songs among his cassettes. They order takeout and get a real performance from the chef. Meanwhile, people are discussing the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle in some kind of a laboratory. One of the researchers shows his invention, which allows to merge space and time with a difference of 19 years and to create a corridor between dimensions with the help of a magnetic force. He wants to get into the future and steal new technologies. Lu and Gu Xiao can't fall asleep. The woman reveals that she had been living in a happy and wealthy family, but her father died in a car accident. The only thing she kept is his keychain. In the morning, the protagonists go to work in their own time, and both of them have problems. The boss offers Lu to participate in his criminal business scams, while a colleague reprimands Gu Xiao for giving the scammer her money. At this time, Gu Xiao meets her friend and plays the role of a successful woman who has allegedly married a rich man. The friend calls her for a visit. The heroine returns home and asks Lu to play the role of her husband. He is supposedly to be an oil tycoon. For this purpose, the woman even rents an expensive men's suit. They go to Gu Xiao's friend for dinner. The woman's name is Xiaoya, and she seems to have a pretty high opinion of herself. Lu is nervous and does everything wrong. The conversation is far from going smoothly, and Xiaoya is laughing all the time. An anxious Gu Xiao drinks a glass of wine, and at that moment, a gem that was supposedly a diamond falls off her wedding ring. It hits the roaster and melts instantly. After returning home, Gu Xiao cries bitterly since her plan has completely failed. Lu comforts her and treats her to fried chicken. She asks for cake, and the man offers her a bun with chocolate. The protagonists come up with a cunning plan. They go to the library of 2018 and find a winning number in the lottery of 99. So they can go back in time and hit the jackpot. Lu and Gu Xiao are excited to get rich and to buy whatever they want. They go back and forth between the past and the future. In 99, they're shopping, biking and eating ice cream. And in 2018, they try on virtual reality goggles and watching movies with themselves in the lead roles. At this moment, the first tender feelings are arising between them. The characters are having fun, going to bars and drinking. They get a bill in one of the bars and realize they've confused the time. They thought it was 1999, but it turned out to be 2018. And now they have to pay a fortune for a 19-year-old wine. Well, what's done is done. So Gu Xiao asks the waiter to bring them another bottle. In the morning, they wake up in one bed and give each other many compliments. Today is the day Lu and Gu Xiao are supposed to win the lottery. The numbers on their ticket match to winning numbers, and they scream with happiness. But the universe doesn't seem to like cheaters, and the number on the couple's ticket immediately disappears. The miserable Lu and Gu Xiao return home. The woman runs to the bar and asks the waiter to return the bag left yesterday as a deposit for the expensive wine, but he demands to pay for the order first, and she is short of money. Lu and Gu Xiao argue right on the street. The woman calls the man a loser, and he calls her a Godzilla without makeup. That's when they look on the big TV screen and notice Lu from the future. Now his name is Lu Shiyi, and he has become a real estate tycoon. Lu attends a presentation held by himself in 2018. A lot of rich people listen to his speech with enthusiasm. Dozens of cameras are directed at him. Lu wants to get close to the grown-up himself, but it contradicts with the laws of the universe, and the ceiling of the building begins to collapse. Parts of the structure fall and people scatter in different directions. Lu cuts his hand with a sharp glass, and adult Lu immediately gets a scar on the very spot. The events of the past few days flash before his eyes. At that moment, a frightened Gu Xiao rushes into the building and Lu Shiyi notices her. The woman finds young Lu and takes him away. The inventors we saw at the beginning of the movie are furious. They intended to go to the year 2037, but they accidentally opened a portal to 1999 and mixed up the time. One of them is the very same Lu Shiyi. He complains about the appearance of another scar and new memories. The other inventors say it's very dangerous because the future is changing rapidly. At this time, Gu Xiao bandages young Lu's arm. Knowing that he will become rich, she is incredibly nice to him and even offers to spend the night together, but the man refuses. Moreover, an overjoyed Lu comes to work and refuses to take part in his boss's illicit affairs. Gu Xiao goes to work and meets Lu Shiyi, who calls her for dinner. They go to the restaurant, but the man remains silent all the way and then confesses that he knows everything about young Lu and his adventures. The woman is thrilled and even gets tangled up in her own skirt. During the dinner, Lu Shi asks Gu Xiao not to harm young Lu and not to ruin his fate. He offers the girl money for leaving her neighbor and moving to another house. The waiter brings them a huge chocolate cake. It's her favorite dessert. In the meantime, young Lu also buys sweets for his friend. Lu Shi takes Gu Xiao home. He turns on her favorite song and sings along. But the woman isn't amused at all. She is thinking about young Lu. He was totally different, funny, sincere and cheerful. Lu Shi asks the woman to tell young Lu to accept his boss's offer, otherwise the future will be ruined. Young Lu is cooking dinner for his neighbor. He looks out the window and sees Gu Xiao beside himself from the future. The man hands his girlfriend a strange box. After returning home, the woman says she had a wonderful date, but it's a lie. Both of them feel deeply sad. Gu Xiao hugs Lu and starts crying. She says that she has to move out. In addition, she asks Lu to accept his boss's offer. The next day, the older Lu Shiyi presents Gu Xiao with a credit card and advises her not to count money. The woman is brought to her new house, and at the same time, young Lu agrees to participate in his boss's scam. This is their last meeting. Gu Xiao leaves their apartment, but the woman is crying bitterly and she walks outside. Lu notices that the door to 2018 is slightly ajar due to a fallen umbrella. Lu Shiyi goes to Gu Xiao's house and returns her purse. He claims that she must change her character and start her own business to become independent. Gu Xiao suddenly kisses him. He seems to turn into young Lu for a second, but then continues reprimanding her and soon leaves. Lu Shiyi walks outside and cries bitterly. He returns home, and we realize that it was actually young Lu, who had just rented a suit, put on glasses, and had his hair done like an adult Lu Shiyi. The man looks at their empty apartment with sadness and longing. His cell phone rings. The boss demands the man to accompany him. They arrive at the ruined bridge. It turns out that their mutual boss is in the trunk. He's unconscious. The boss wants to kill him in a staged accident. The adult Lu Shiyi knows that they've done it in the past. After that, there were financial frauds, lots of money, successful projects, awards, and lots of power. Then Lu notices a keychain in the car and remembers Gu Xiao's story about her father dying in an accident, and his keychain, which she always carries with her. He realizes that Gu Xiao's father is in the car. Lu pounces on the boss. A fight ensues. The protagonist drags the father of his beloved out of the car. Lu Shi from the future gets into the car, but since the events of the past have changed, he also vanishes from this point in the future. So Gu Xiao's father is safe and sound, but Lu's fate has completely changed. In 2018, Gu Xiao packs her belongings and leaves Lu Shi's credit card in a huge house. She sees the world around her rapidly changing. First, the roses bloom, and then the time seems to go backwards, and all events happen in reverse. The same thing is observed by young Lu. The main characters don't understand what's happening. They see each other and rush to meet up, but they seem to be in different dimensions. Apparently, the portal between 2018 and 1999 has finally collapsed. They run towards each other and meet again at the border of the two worlds. Gu Xiao and Lu look at each other with tears in their eyes. The man promises to find her in 2018 by all means. Some time passes. Gu Xiao stops to listen to a street musician. Lu approaches her and gets kicked between his legs and hit in the neck with a baguette. Now that's love. We can't open a time portal for you, but we can guarantee cool videos in the future for those who subscribe to the channel. This was the Movie Cat channel. I'll see you later.